Hello everybody. Hey, it's not really a long time in coming. I think it's kind of much anticipated, this figure from X-Transbots. X-Transbots version of, I guess, a masterpiece type Ratchet. I think it's well, everybody's been waiting to see how X-Transbots had done with this. I think this is one of the ones that maybe a few reviews are up already on it where people were complaining about the chest piece. You can see in this picture right here that the chest piece is not really an issue. The chest piece is not showing the lines in it. But I know on the commentaries and on some places online, people are complaining, well, how come they made them with a line right down there, the chest of the figure? And I can kind of understand that because, we look at MP, Ratchet, and the Ironhide figures, their chest is, even Inferno and some other ones that are masterpieces, they're not, the chest is not broken up. It's not. And as I usually do, I always look at the specs: low in strength, high intelligence, endurance, high in rank, high in skill, high in, that's about it. But anyway, this is my first look at Masterpiece Ratchet. I feel already when I pulled it out, like me, I'm starting to feel a little early before the look, actually. I felt a weight, which is good. I like a lot of weighty figures. Sometimes they overdo it with weight, but we got the instruction book that comes out here. I'm looking at my video, making sure I'm recording this time. The last time I opened the figure, my hotspot for MMC, I didn't have my recording going, so I had to make it up somehow. So a lot of faces, a lot of head changes, weapons. I know there's an extra piece in here for storage. I'll put some pictures up to match them up with G1. There's the X-Transbots. It's second to none in accessories and gimmicks and stuff like that. Second to none. So yeah, let's take a look at the figure. No, it's not taped on the sides or nothing. I just came out, and this is how it looks in the package, you guys. It just has the episode where they were on the water skiing toward a dam or something, and that's pretty cool. I like that. And then it has what was part of the figure and transformation. I'll tell you what, I'm sorry for the ones, please, I mean no offense, but I always thought G1 was crap as far as the figures, but I know that nostalgia value goes a long way. But this is part of the transformation of probably the original one, and this is how he looked instead of, with no face sticking up in the cab, and maybe it was separable. I never had them, so it's cool that they made this as a storage bin for all the weapons and accessories, I hope most of them. And then we got a pretty weighty figure. He actually really looks good in person, you guys. I have to give him credit. I don't know if my camera's going to do it justice, but going on look, and then we'll go on weight as well when I get the my weight scale out. This guy is really hefty. It's and I can tell you already, it's top heavy. Not badly so, because they always complain about the feet. And I saw this before where the feet has a window on the bottom. I'm not a fan of that. But when I have the figure in hand, it is painted pretty much head to toe, you guys. It's really red in the white paint. It glistens. I don't know if I can do it justice on my camera or from my lights, but it really is. It's actually it's much better than seeing the little excerpts I've seen on YouTube. It's actually better in hand than I expected. And his face sculpt is quite a bit. Just still staying on the look. It's pretty good. Painted head to toe, and I'm not an expert, and I can still tell from my limited critique that this is Yeah, much better in hand. Much better in hand. I wonder how Fanstoy is going to pull theirs off, but we're still talking about this guy. I do have a figure I can put next to it before we get too far into it. I want to do a little early. I do have the Voodoo Robots Ratchet. I always respected this figure because it was a different transformation. I have Ironhide and the Masterpiece. I'll get them down a little bit. But it was a different transformation, and I like my robots to have, except for the Seekers and stuff like that, to have different transformation. Even the what are they? The bad cubes, Sideswipe and Red Alert. They are a little bit different in transformation. There's a bug flying around my face. A little bit, and this one's taller. Ratchet's big. He's tall. He's a good head taller, almost half a head taller than this guy. And then I'll get Ratchet. I mean, I'll get Ironhide out. I think I have him transformed up in the back. Give me 1 second. So I can't get over the amount of accessory this guy has. This guy has a ton of accessories, and I can't get over how I didn't notice how badly loose his Voodoo Robots version of. I just can't get over how I keep having to, even when moving it. I can't get over that. It has some ratchets to it, but I'm just like, Ratchet has a ratchet issue. But no, it doesn't have really a ratchet issue. It's just, I actually liked it, but when I got this thing in the hand, I kind of like, this is like it's like, get out of my face. Anyway, let me weigh this real quick, and then I'm going to see about, these other guys are not going to compare to it in weight. It's just not going to happen. This guy's 1 pound. No, he's not even 1 pound. Actually, it's only like 13 ounces, but he feels so solid. I'm just, maybe comparison to these other guys. This guy's what? I'm looking at him. That's 7 ounces, 7.3 ounces. And, Masterpiece, not that I care for their weight, 7.5 ounces. I mean, this guy is a solid 13 ounces. I expect it to be at least a pound. But either way, it's such a massive difference in feel than these other guys. So either way, point made. So yeah, look and feel, I'm pretty impressed with. I may get to the point where I do put the accessories on here. I'm just contemplating because I kind of want to get this done. I didn't expect to do another video so soon. And you know me, I'll take my time in doing videos and such. So I'll just see the articulation real quick. The head goes pretty much up and down, up decently, down a little bit. Of course, 360, no doubt. I hope I put some pictures up comparing the G1 of it. All of us know Ratchet. I mean, it's not too much we can do on Ratchet. There is it breaks up the scope quite a bit. There is a ab crunch, and let's see about the twisting motion. I think it does, but I'm kind of scared now because I feel like this piece right here is on a plastic. So I don't know if this whole waist right here swivels. You know what, you guys? I'm not going to tempt fate. I don't think it really. If it does, it needs to be. I'm gonna make sure I do it during transformation and figure it out. I'm not going to do it right now, and that is one of those things we always complain about X-Transbots. We got to be careful. Friction on the. I think these may come out more. Yeah. And so far with the arms, just friction only, but beautifully sculpted. And when the butterfly is out, yeah, it's got that. Sound, and even the hands do like I like, as usual. It puts up that stop, kind of crooked thumb stop there. So yeah, I like that. I even like that picture right there. So onward with the legs. I don't know if I could break this. I know these flaps come up a little bit here, and I know that back here nothing comes up unless in transformation, but it's not bad. Frontward and backwards, and all you probably ever need. And out, it doesn't not too hindered by the lack of a. It makes me think. Still, some negative points coming up into my mind about this guy. When it comes to paint and everything, I'm not very good ratchets on the knees. I'm not really too fond of. What I'm seeing so far as will the paint hold? So down a little bit, inward a little bit, probably about all you need as far as articulation. Articulation is decent. I give it a solid 7 or 8 out of 10, maybe towards 7.5, but I don't deal in and half measures. So, all right, so it's going pretty quick. So yeah, it's so far I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed of the look of the figure. The weight's decent. Little scuffs here. So yeah, we'll get to transformation. Maybe I'll do a few more comparisons, though I might get Optimus down. And that's probably be it. Let me get my MX down like I have the other day. So this is my favorite MX version of Optimus. And yeah, you know, Ratchet or Ironhide are not supposed to be bigger than Optimus, just like Starscream. And the Jets are not supposed to be bigger than Megatron. But all these leaders, all these team leaders, hot spots and motor masters are all bigger than the Commanders. I mean, you expect them to really be more about the same size as the Commanders, but these are toys. These are not anything else but that. So, okay, we'll get to transformation here.
I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. Falling over everything to reach the first time spark. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm trying to make this quick. Transformation was interesting. I'm trying not to be too critical because I know we're very critical of X-Transbots on different reasons. Well, same reasons really, over and over again: quality or build. This was very intuitive. I really had to guess. I really watched some part of main motion or something, and then I really just went through and just had to figure it out my own, which is rare for me. I don't like doing that, but I had to figure. I didn't get everything right because there's some key factors in transforming this item that you really have to be aware of. You see the back part's not totally right because it has everything to do with the legs. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, the transformation overall wasn't so bad, except for the fact of, first of all, the hands. I mean, you almost break. I mean, there's pin that flip the hands in, and you almost comes undone if you don't have the hands just situated just right. This shouldn't be happening like this. Like even Ironhide, they're a little different. I don't know, these ones fold in like that, but you get my meaning. It shouldn't be happening. I spent 10 minutes on the hands. That's like right in the beginning. And my suggestion to you about the legs, they do collapse in. There's a it's so tight. It's like, man, it reminds me of the Cyclonus from X-Transbots, their earlier Cyclonus, the only Cyclonus they got. When you have to, it's just that strong ratchet. It's not really a ratchet. It's a weird foldable knee thing to make these knees shorter. You should do it before, really the first thing you should do is that. I waited because I didn't really quite know what to do, so I waited to fold these in until really the end. But you can still do it later, but I suggest before you fold the wheels out on the legs and do all that stuff, get those shortened first because they are tight and it's a little crunch there. There might be some places like that in Van Toys Blur, I think. Some places that but it's not like this. It's not tight. It's doable. And I think of X-Transbots, how tight that ratchet was on their Cyclonus. There may be a few other toys that do that, but I can't think of many. This one was tight, and it wasn't so bad to bend it in. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like I was so worried about breaking it. But then the same thing, anything can happen. If you have these folded out, you might want to leave these folded in and kind of break the scope if you do it later. I suggest, while it's in bot mode, get those legs squished in. Period. Before you do anything, you loosen that. I can't open it now because it's only later when you pull it out can you pull this latch down so you can see everything. But I put some pics up too. You can see it in the pics and where it has to fold over to. It's very tight. I could keep railing on that. It's really tight. It's going to discourage some people. It really is. There's some scary parts here that's going to discourage you, but I really didn't feel like overall I was going to break anything. So that's an encouraging point. You just got to be experienced enough to know where your boundaries are. It rolls, it's level. Just got to get that back. I think the back part is that maybe I need to squish these legs and leave them more. And I think that will maybe just a little hair more, and I'm sure that'll straighten up. I think this is going to piece together fine. I have to give it a little bit of credit. But, whew, man, I'm surprised I did it because actually I don't like doing things without falling. And actually, most of this stuff unfolding in the back was very intuitive. There's that place here. We got to fold. You got to when it's in bot mode, you got to twist it once, and you got to twist it again at the top here to get the head to duck in the arms to duck inside the cap. It's really intuitive. It's not as bad as at least even here. Be careful. You always got to be careful no matter what, but. There's some figures you can probably relate to that. Why do they do that? Why do they make these thin places where you barely have any clearance? I just don't know why at this stage of the game we deal with it. It's still a great figure. You can feel a die cast in it. I know some would disagree. I did get some of this tray together. I'll do some comparisons here as far as size, but I did get this tray together the best I knew how. It's still not quite right yet, but I threw some stuff in there best I knew how. I didn't get everything in there. You see the skis are out. I told you about the skis earlier. This, unless they have a replacement shield, I guess you could fold it around. It's really for an Ironhide figure, but whatever. And then I got the heads and the caps and its Perceptor-like utensils and the tools. Overall, with what you're getting, I still don't believe the price it satisfies the price point just because it's not super hefty, which is everybody has their own critique about that. But it's just it is what it is. I don't think it's worth that price. I do have some other Autobots. Here's X-Transbots, Paleon or Payon or whatever with it. Pretty good, comparable in size to it. And then I have Jazz, Fans Toys Jazz. It transforms down pretty good. It looks just like the rest. I don't have Ironhide, and right here they're standing right next to it, so I don't have them transformed up. I can put something bigger against it. The only other bigger thing I have right now that in reach is X-Transbots version of Long Haul. And Long Haul's huge. Long Haul's far big. This can probably fit mostly into the cab of Long Haul, so that's funny. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to get this review out because I know everybody was waiting to see it, take a first look. My major concerns were the ones I've already stated. Be careful on the legs. Make sure you're pretty much in bot mode, pushing them in. Get them loose. Don't do nothing else until you get those legs situated for real. Other than that, I believe once I get it pushed in more and get that loose, put some oil in there. I thought about doing that, but I didn't because I was almost there. By the time I figured out that little bend goes in, it just bends in on itself, and I think we could have thought of a better, easier way. Like the new thrust. The thrust has that ratcheting now, and the blades kind of collapse in. That's all they had to do. Just collapse it in with a ratchet. It didn't have to be a strong. Woo! I know people said, there's X-Transbot, but I ain't getting that. But you know what? Overall, beautiful figure. Like I said at the beginning, beautiful figure. Beautifully painted, head to toe. So that's all. Hope you guys like this. I try to make it short and sweet. I doubt it, but I try to make it short as sweet as possible. Give you an idea in case you still decide to purchase it. I'm happy with my purchase. Anything's better than this. and I wasn't gonna get the same transformation from this guy. So it's better than me. It's better for me. So it's each to his own. X-Transbots, please listen. Watch this video, X-Transbots. Shoot, even look at what Fan Store does, and work on the build of your figures. The quality is fine. The build, you can put those stickers on there. Make sure you do it right. You guys take care. Have a blessed week. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy hunting.
I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes?